And, oh, sorry. And the next one is, let me just scroll down before I say it. Bam. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Is Nengo. And really you wouldn't see it just like this. You would see a number first. So like, for instance, Ju Nengo, 10 years later. Real easy. So let's just break this down. I'm gonna use a sentence, but let me just break this down. Actually, no, I'm not gonna bother. But do know this. This first one here, this first kanji right there, is Toshi, year. Okay, it's read as Nen in this case, and this kanji here is later or after. And when you combine them together, you get Nengo, which is years later. Pretty self-explanatory. Junengo, 10 years later. So let's use a sentence. Did I have one saved? No, I did not. Let's see. Yeah, you know, I can think of one. How about this? Junengo no jibun wa souzou dekimasu ka? Alright, so let's break. This is a real simple sentence, real simple. And very similar, a very similar line is said in the dialogue. So here we go. So I just explained the junengo. I think we got that covered. And when we use a possessive particle like this, like we just used in the last sentence, junengo no jibun. Now, let me just explain what jibun is. Jibun is like oneself, yourself, myself, I think even. Myself, yeah. Myself, yourself, and oneself, yeah. Okay, so, junengo no jibun wa. So, yourself in 10 years. That's what that first part's saying. Yourself in 10 years. Junengo no jibun wa. Alright. Moving down. And the next part of the sentence is souzou, which is imagine. Oops, imagine. Souzou, imagine. And the next part is dekimasu ka, which is, now dekimasu is like be able to do, can do, yeah. And then of course, let me just write it out. Be able to do, and then of course ka, which is essentially a question mark, basically. Indicates a question. Yeah, you can add ka to anything, and it basically becomes a question. So let's just move up. So jibun is oneself, yourself, myself. In this case, it would be, I'm talking to you, so it would be yourself. When you're saying it, yourself. Souzou, which is imagine, and dekimasu, be able to do, and ka. So let's just read it all out. 10年後の自分は想像できますか? 想像できますか? Can you imagine yourself in 10 years? Alright, that's basically what I'm saying. I think it makes sense though. It's a real basic concept. Junengo, nengo means years later, and when you use a possessive particle, you're just talking about something in 10 years. You know? Junengo no jibun, you in 10 years. Real easy. Alright. So, and the next one is what? What is the next one? Let's look at the dialogue. Junengo. Oh, it's actually jibun. Okay, I actually covered that, and I covered two with one actually. Jibun, yeah, oneself, yourself. That was the next one I was going to cover. Cool. Alright, so after that, oops, wrong one, is message. Alright, also, just so you guys know, that I am not reading this in English. I am just using this for reference. That's right, because I actually have it down here. It's actually a really good manga, by the way. It's called Unbalance X Unbalance. Really good manga. It should be a show. I'm really surprised it's not an anime, but excellent story. Really good stuff. Let me exit this out. Don't need that. But yeah, we're gonna be looking at message, and you could probably already guess what that means. But I'm going to show you it anyways. So, message. Oops. Need katakana. Message. Alright. It equals message. Woo! Who would have thought? So let's just show a real simple example. How about this? Alright, Mowgli, I'm going to use you. Let's say, Mowgliさんの所にメッセージを送りました. Alright, I sent a message to Mowgli's place. So, let's see, let's break it down. Of course, you guys know that san is a... Seriously, you should know what san is. I don't even gotta explain that. You know what san is. And if you don't, get the hell out of my channel. I kid. But really, you should know what san is. Tokoro equals place. And spot, place, spot. Great. Ni is probably the most flexible particle I can think of. Let's just highlight. I'm not gonna try to explain it all. Let's say ni. Yeah. So we're going to look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 7th one down. Indicate such things as location of a person, short-term action. That's not really what I'm looking for, but I don't know, no big deal. Basically, ni in this case, what it's doing is it's showing, basically saying like at or to. It can also mean on and a whole bunch of other things. It is seriously ridiculously flexible. You'll see ni and used in all sorts of ways, and it's really like the hardest to explain. But in this case, it's really being used as to. Okay, it's just indicating direction here. So of course, message. I shouldn't even write this out again. Why am I writing it out? Message, and then O, which is your object marker, and okurimashita, which is the polite form of sent, or it's the sent. This is the polite past form of okuru, which is to send. So okurimashita. All right, so let's just look at the sentence again. We got Mowgli san no tokoro ni message o okurimashita. I sent a message to Mowgli's place. So yeah, real easy. What I really wanted to get across though was the just the message. You really and also another thing too I wanted to showcase a bit was the ni particle. Just know that ni indicates direction in our scene that we're going to be looking at. So pretty easy stuff. Let's see, I might show another example of ni just to make it a little more clear. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's do this example I showed my one friend. Let's see. Yeah. あの警官が俺に銃を狙った。Yeah, good. Let me make sure that makes sense. It does not. Hold on. Wrong kanji. Yeah, あの警官が俺に銃を狙った。Okay, so let's break this down. Ano, which is that. Keikan. Stop writing it like that. Keikan, which is cop. Cop, officer, officer of the law. Keikan, yeah, policeman, whatever. Of course, ga, as I explained earlier, is the subject marker, but it puts emphasis on what comes before. So the emphasis is being thrown on the cop. All right. So, and ore, which is a rough way to say I, or me, me. And then here's the part that I want to showcase, right? Ni. Once again, well, hold on, let me hold this off. Let me hold on to this for a second. Ore ni, oopsie, ju, which is gun. Oops, ore ni ju, yeah. And then neratta, which is the past version of aim, because I'm telling a story, all right? He aimed, right? So, in this case, once again, I'm using it in a very similar way as the last time. the ni is indicating direction once again. So, あの警官が, alright, that police officer, 俺に, at me, okay, 銃を狙った, he aimed a gun at me. I don't know why he did this. I must have been doing some crazy shit. But, あの警官が俺に銃を狙った. That cop aimed a gun at me. Alright, so you guys understand how that ni is working? It's indicating direction. Okay, obviously that's not the only way that ni can be used, but in our scene that we're looking at, it is used just like that. It's used in a directional kind of way. So, 俺に銃を狙った. A gun was aimed at me, you know. So, alright, I think that pretty much covers that. I think, yeah, it should be fine. And if not, you can always rewind. Woohoo! Or just ask me again. But I think I made it pretty clear. So let's see. Next one up is, yeah, ことにする.